about some of the brand new training that we're working on to get ready for a new summer show that we're going to be doing. But before we get into all that, I do want to introduce you all to the stars of today's show. So let's go ahead and meet them. Now you guys are in for a really special treat today because we are going to be sending one of our sea lions, Miss Callie, a whole lot closer to all of you. She's going to be working with Kim throughout today's show, but for this introduction, Kim is going to send Callie all the way out that gate to my good friend Deb out front. Now it is important that before Callie gets out that gate, everyone has a seat and does remain seated while Callie is out that gate. We don't want you guys to get up or stand or come towards Callie in any way. So please make sure you're seated before we send Callie out there. And it looks like we're all set, so here she comes. As well. Deb's going to head out this gate this time with Callie so that everyone over here can get a great look at her too. So make sure you all get your cameras out and ready for Callie one more time. Deb's getting her workout running from gate to gate. Alright, once again everyone on this side, guys, please remain seated. Do not climb down the stairs while Callie is coming out the gate. You guys can stay right there. Oh, she got confused as which gate to go to. That's all right, though. We're going to try this one more time. Kim's going to send her one last time to Deb over there. See if she can figure out where Deb is. Maya's coming. Send Maya back. So you guys got an extra treat there, too. Maya came out the gate as well. So to do this one more time and help Callie succeed the best we can, I'm going to move Maya out of the way. And here we go. There we go. Last year. And Maya's going to show you a really cute behavior right out here on stage with me. She can shake it. Let's hear it for Maya. And then the last sea lion that joined me is going to be working with Deb, who was just out front. Deb's going to hear in the back right now. Her name is Pip. Pip is the newest addition to us here at the Foxwoods Marine Theater. She's also a year-and-a-half old. She's going to look a whole lot like Maya. They weigh about the same at 80 pounds as well. And Pip has just joined us here in the theater around November of last year. So here she comes right now. Deb's going to show you some of the first behaviors that we trained Pip. So watch this with Deb and little Pip. Another shaking. Let's hear it for Pip. We're going to move on and start talking about one of the most popular questions that we get asked up here by our guests. And that question is, how do you tell the difference between a sea lion and a seal? I bet some of you out there probably call these animals seals, but they're not seals, they're sea lions. And today I'm going to give you all some pointers that will help you to tell the difference between the two. So first, let's take a look at that big screen behind us, and up there you will see a picture of a harbor seal. If you look closely at that seal's front flipper, you should notice that it is very short. But compare that short front flipper to the flipper of our three sea lions here on stage, and you'll find that sea lions have longer front flippers. And an interesting fact about that sea lion's front flipper is that if you were to look at an X-ray, it would look very side. That'll push the seal through the water. So seals and sea lions, they have different size flippers, and they'll use those flippers differently for swimming. But the last difference that I'm going to share with all of you today is how they move on land. Look at our sea lions here on stage, and you should notice that they're sitting upright, supporting most of their body weight on those big front flippers. But something that you might not know about a sea lion is that they have a rotating hip bone, which means that they can rotate their hind flippers underneath them to then stand up on all fours. And it's important that sea lions have that ability because of where they're found, off the rocky coasts of California, Oregon, Washington, and even the Galapagos Islands. And because their shores can be quite rocky, it is really important that sea lions, like all of ours, can climb. One reason that sea lions are such good climbers is because they have a great deal of mobility found in those front flippers. A sea lion's flippers, they're so mobile that they can independently lift each one of them, like Callie. If we were to have a seal up here on stage, it will look completely different. Seals, remember, they don't have those big front flippers, and they don't have that rotating hip bone. So the only thing that a seal is going to do when it moves on land is it'll flop around on its belly, look a lot like a caterpillar. We're going to see if Callie can show all of you her great impression of a seal moving on land. Let's see it, Kim. Ta-da! What do you guys think? Pretty impressive, right? So the next time that you all are wondering, are you looking at a sea lion or a seal? All you're going to have to do is remember what we talked about in today's show. Take a look at the size of the animal's front flippers and how are they using those flippers, both on land and in the water. I bet you're all going to be able to tell which one is which. So now we're going to move on and talk about how perfectly adapted these sea lions are for their life out in the environment. They're excellent hunters. One reason that they're such good hunters is because they have a very long and flexible neck. A sea lion's neck is so flexible that they can actually touch their nose all the way to their spines. Spin, flex. Good. Now that flexible neck will come in handy as the sea lion will swim this pool of thousands of fish. What they'll do is stretch that neck out in any direction to be able to catch their fish as they're swimming by. But once they grab onto those fish, they hold on tight. Sea lions have a very powerful tooth and jaw structure similar to that of the bears. It's a big mouth that's filled with big, sharp teeth. Good. For an even closer look at the sea lion's mouth, just look at that big screen one last time. And that's a great look at the inside of a sea lion's mouth. You can definitely see just how many teeth they have. But even though sea lions have all of those teeth, did you guys know that they don't use them for chewing? Each and every single this out. So when Callie has that fish on the count of 3, I want all of you out there to clap your hands one time. Will Callie listen to you and notice that Kim has not clapped, all right? So she's got that fish on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh, look at that. She's still holding on strong to it. Now she has to wait for Kim. Oh, cheaters out there. She did a great job. So by now, I'm sure you've all realized just how intelligent these sea lions are. And right now, we're going to show you some of the brand new training that we're working on with Pip to get her ready to star in our new summer show that's coming in July and August. Since Pip is the newest addition to us here in the Fox Marine Theater, she does have a lot of new training that we need to accomplish as her trainer so that she can be the newest star in all of our shows. Now, one of the behaviors that Deb is working on with Pip is what we call a high jump behavior. Basically, the sea lion will go into the water and jump up in the center of the pool so that all of you guys can see our sea lions up and out of the water. Now, one of the ways that we train this behavior is through what we call a targeting behavior. So you can see that big stick with a red bead attached to it that our intern Rachel is holding, and that acts as a point of reference for Pip. What Pip has learned is whenever that red target bead is present, or Deb's hand, like she was just showing you, whenever that's present, Pip needs to touch her nose to it in order